Hello, my name is Guerra-Rachidy, and I will be presenting my final presentation. And I'm just going to get my content ready. So here, okay. So my final presentation by me, Guerra-Rachidy. Um, what is the purpose for this workshop? The purpose for this workshop is for educators to be given the chance to gain knowledge of different ways to obtain a specific skill in a classroom, as well as apply it to different aspects of teaching. It is also a way for questions to be answered regarding concerns that may occur, or just a way to share different ideas and get a hands-on perspective right then and there. And how am I qualified for this workshop? Um, I have done like a great deal of presentations in the past, and they were all very successful as well as informative. And I have also done studies and papers regarding each and every one of these different scenarios and skills specifically. What skill will I present? The skill which will be discussed regarding education is observation, and for me, I feel that observation is the glue that really holds everything together education wise in anything, if you're applied to anything. Observation is one of the most important skills to achieve, especially when it comes to teaching in any subject. It is important to observe if people are retaining information, or even observing whether people are listening to what is being said and they can apply it back in conversation. Evidence that I've gathered to support my skill. According to observation in the classroom, the skill observation in teaching is one of the most important skills to acquire in a classroom. It can relate to many different teaching strategies and to just have a successful classroom overall. The workshop setting slash format. The workshop setting will be held in Ballroom A. The seating can hold up to about 100 people, but usually 50 to 75 will show up, and the speaker myself will be in a U format of the tables and chairs. I have a example here in the PowerPoint. This way I can be seen at all different angles and no one will have to look back or anything, so it'll just be easier. And the format of the sessions, because this needs to be 90 minutes altogether, I decided to split my workshop up into 3 different days. So it'll be three 30-minute sessions. The start to end day the workshop will begin on Thursday and through Saturday, and the times are still to be announced. The different skills that can be applied in these 3-day sessions. So because my skill is observation, I wanted to show how it can be applied to different scenarios and different teaching aspects in the classroom. So for one day, I will be focusing on how observation skills can relate back to critical thinking. The second day, how observation can relate to motivating students in the classroom. And the last day, I will be discussing how observation skills can relate back to lesson plan strategies slash topic ideas. So going back to critical thinking, this lecture will be discussing the importance of observation regarding students' critical thinking. When it comes to critical thinking, skills, observing whether a student is comprehending information is very important. And the next will be motivating students. This lecture will discuss the importance of observing what helps motivate students at the classroom, and I feel this is very important because if students aren't motivated in the classroom, they're going to have a hard time doing the work in general, and that will just lead to poor grades in the classroom, which is never a good thing. And to continue on, students often get into a slump when it comes to doing the work, as I mentioned, so it is the educator's job to help motivate students to get back on the right track. This can also be accomplished by observing what helps motivate students, especially depending on their age, because it's going to be different as students get older. And lastly, the lesson plan strategies slash topic ideas. This lecture will discuss the importance of observation skills, lesson plan strategies, and topic ideas in the classroom. It is important to observe students' interests and apply them to lessons in the classroom. Most of the time, students do not really enjoy the topics or the projects they create, which can lead to a difficult time retaining information. From personal experience, when I used to help my younger siblings with their schoolwork, they would have a hard time explaining to me what it is that they were learning because they personally didn't enjoy what they were learning. So it's important to know what strikes students' interests, and it doesn't have to be something that's doesn't relate to what you're learning in the classroom at all. It just depends on the format of it in certain cases, and the step by step for each session of the 3-day workshop. The lecture will be given, and at the end, I will ask participants to share different ideas they have related to specific session. I will also provide everyone with a paper and a writing tool, and they will write about 2 to 3 sentence response on what they learned and how they will apply what they learned to their classroom. And for expected outcomes, after this workshop, participants will have a better understanding of the importance of observation skills in the classroom and different ways in which they can be applied. Participants will also feel more confident after asking questions regarding the workshop. My next slide. And this is just my works cited. As you can see, I have something for I have an article supporting um, every topic that I had. And yes, and that is it. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.